Welcome back to Bike Culture Hub. The 2025 Honda Rune is one of those motorcycles that doesn't just ride past you, it redefines what you thought a motorcycle could look like. For years, the Rune has been a symbol of Honda's willingness to take bold design risks, a cruiser that doesn't follow the rules but instead writes its own. When it first appeared in the early 2000s, it shocked the motorcycle world with its futuristic lines and audacious proportions. Now, in 2025, Honda has brought the Rune back, modernized, re-engineered, and infused with cutting-edge technology, yet still carrying the jaw-dropping presence that made it a legend. This is not just another cruiser, it's a rolling statement, a mechanical sculpture meant to stir emotions before you even twist the throttle. Today, we're going to dive deep into what makes the 2025 Honda Rune one of the most striking and unique bikes on the market, from its design language and engineering breakthroughs to the way it performs on the open road, and why it commands the price it does. If you've ever dreamed of owning a motorcycle that turns heads at every corner, this is the one to watch. The first thing that hits you about the new Rune is its presence. This bike is huge, muscular, and unapologetically bold. The front end still features that signature trailing link fork, now upgraded with advanced adaptive damping to balance its dramatic styling with real-world ride comfort. The massive chromed front suspension components flow seamlessly into the sculpted fuel tank, which is shaped less like a traditional cruiser's tank and more like an artist's vision of fluid metal. Honda's design team has clearly spent countless hours refining every curve, every surface, so that light plays across the bike in a way that makes it seem alive. And yes, it still has that impossibly long wheelbase, giving it that stretched, almost concept bike stance that sets it apart from anything else on the road. Underneath all that visual drama, the 2025 Rune is packing some serious engineering muscle. At its heart lies a new generation 1,832 cubic centimeters flat-six engine, borrowed from the latest Honda Goldwing but tuned specifically for the Rune's cruiser personality. It delivers around 125 horsepower and a massive 170 Nm of torque, giving the bike effortless acceleration whether you're cruising along a coastal highway or pulling away from a stoplight in the city. The power delivery is buttery smooth, a hallmark of Honda's flat-six, but there's now an added layer of character thanks to a redesigned intake system and exhaust note that's deeper and throatier than before. It's not just about speed, it's about the sensation, the feeling that this machine is moving with purpose and authority. Honda has also brought the Rune firmly into the 21st century when it comes to rider aids and electronics. You now get ride-by-wire throttle, multiple riding modes, traction control, cornering ABS, and even a semi-active suspension system that adjusts in real time based on road conditions and riding style. The dashboard has been completely redesigned. Gone is the old-school analog cluster, replaced by a crisp full-color TFT display that offers navigation, smartphone integration, and customizable layouts. And yet, even with all these tech upgrades, Honda has managed to keep the Rune's controls intuitive, so you still feel connected to the machine rather than overwhelmed by gadgets. Performance-wise, the 2025 Rune is a cruiser, yes, but not one that's content with lazy Sunday rides. That long wheelbase gives it excellent stability at high speeds, and the low center of gravity, thanks to the flat-six layout, means it handles far better than its size suggests. Leaning into corners feels natural, and the new adaptive suspension really shines when you transition from smooth asphalt to less than perfect surfaces. Braking power is equally impressive, with dual front discs clamped by 6-piston calipers providing confident stopping even with the Rune's substantial weight. This is a bike you can confidently take on long cross-country trips or simply enjoy as a showpiece for weekend cruises. Design-wise, Honda has pulled off something rare. They've kept the Rune instantly recognizable while updating it for modern tastes. The LED lighting system is beautifully integrated, with a distinctive headlamp that feels like a futuristic take on the original's iconic front end. The tail section is sleeker, with minimalist LED brake lights and turn signals that don't detract from the bike's flowing lines. The paint options are rich and deep, with multi-layer finishes that change tone under different lighting. Chrome is used strategically to highlight certain components, but there's also a darker, more modern black chrome option for riders who prefer a stealthier look. Every bolt, every bracket, every weld feels deliberate, a testament to Honda's obsession with craftsmanship. One of the Rune's most unique selling points has always been its exclusivity. The 2025 model continues the tradition with limited production numbers, each bike carrying a numbered plaque on the triple clamp. This isn't just a motorcycle, it's an instant collectible. The price reflects that, of course, starting at around $38,000, the Rune is one of the most expensive cruisers Honda has ever produced. But for those who can afford it, you're getting not just a machine but a rolling work of art, one that will hold its value and perhaps even appreciate over time. It's not meant to compete with mass-market cruisers from Harley-Davidson or Indian. It exists in its own space, appealing to riders who want something truly unique. Long-distance comfort has also been improved. The seat is now more supportive, with high-quality leather and subtle stitching that complements the bike's lines. Heated grips, cruise control, and an optional heated seat make the Rune a surprisingly capable touring companion. The wind protection is minimal, as it should be for a bike of this style, but Honda offers a range of optional accessories, including a small detachable windscreen and custom luggage solutions, for those who want to stretch its legs beyond the city limits. The sound of the Rune is another element Honda has perfected. The exhaust system is a masterpiece of engineering, tuned to produce a deep, resonant tone at idle and a smooth, rising roar under acceleration. It's not obnoxious or overwhelming, but it has enough presence to make you smile every time you roll on the throttle. And in typical Honda fashion, it meets all global noise and emissions regulations without compromising the emotional experience. On the road, the Rune has a way of making you feel like a celebrity. Every stop at a cafe or gas station turns into a conversation. People point, take photos, and ask questions, many of them unsure whether they're looking at a custom one-off or a factory-built motorcycle. That's the magic of the Rune. It looks like something that should exist only as a concept in a showroom, yet here it is, idling at the curb, ready to take you wherever you want to go. In the end, the 2025 Honda Rune is more than just a motorcycle. It's a statement of intent from Honda. Proof that even in an era dominated by practicality, efficiency, and cost-cutting, there's still room for passion projects that push the boundaries of design and engineering. And that brings us to the outro. If you're considering the 2025 Honda Rune, know this: it's not for everyone, and that's exactly the point. This is a motorcycle for the bold, the ones who ride for the joy of it, for the love of the craft, and for the thrill of owning something truly special. It's expensive, it's extravagant, and it's unapologetically different. But it's also one of the most captivating motorcycles you'll ever lay eyes on, and once you ride it, you'll understand why Honda brought the Rune back after all these years. It's not just a bike, it's an experience, a conversation starter, and for the lucky few who will own one, a lifelong treasure. For Bike Culture Hub, I can tell you this: the Rune is back, and it's better than ever.